Hi, my name is Sneh, and I decided to tackle the topic of community and loneliness, or social isolation for my project. The reason that I felt drawn to this subject is because I myself am a lonely person, and I often feel isolated. And this is something that, although I have a lot of friends, I'm a very social person, I'm considered an extrovert, I often feel lonely. And I mentioned before in my previous writings that I am from South Africa. I moved to the US about 8 years ago to become an au pair, and I'm now a student with a community college partnership with Lorain County Community College and Hiram to get my bachelor's degree in business management. So I moved here all by myself. I come from a large family, and one of the biggest issues for me has been the culture change. And the United States is a culture that is much more focused on individualism, individual attainment, individual success, accumulation of material wealth, and it's much different from my culture, which probably has all those things too, but it has a much more general and much more mutual understanding culturally of community and togetherness. So this was a topic that was very near and dear to me. And so to tackle this challenge, I decided to host, open mic nights, events where for personal storytelling, and I'm familiar with personal storytelling. Open mic nights for poetry and music, but I decided to pitch my idea of people just getting together anywhere and sharing their stories about what they've been through, where they've been, and just really anything. There's not a lot of rules. And I had pitched this idea at an international student event with Global Cleveland a couple weeks ago. And although I haven't had any businesses who have shown interest in opening up their spaces to host these events, I decided to, like do like a mock run where I invited some of my friends and people I'd met at this event to come and tell their story in the Cuyahoga County Public Library in North Olmsted. And this event was a huge success in my eyes. And I learned a lot about, what it takes to pull something like this off and how to make people feel comfortable, because a lot of the people didn't know each other. And that's really my goal, to get people together who may not necessarily have met before to get to know somebody new and get to hear their story. So I would say that it was a learning, there was a huge learning curve about, like, awkwardness and really how to set the scene so that somebody feels comfortable really opening up. That's not it sounded good in theory or easy, but once we were together, it was not so easy. So, you know, I've learned a lot from this